Hey folks, this is Christian. I'm here with John Whitaker, who is the General Manager and Chief Cicerone.
Certified Cicerone.
Certified Cicerone for International Tap House, or ITAP, here in Columbia, Missouri. And we're gonna teach you about beers, John. Thank you so much, man.
How you doing, buddy? So your two basic styles of beer, pretty much can be broken down into ales or lagers. The differentiation lies in the kind of yeast that is used and at what temperature the beer is fermented at. An ale is going to be fermented at a bit of a higher temperature, a lager fermented at a much lower temperature. So this is a super traditional German Helles lager. Helles just meaning light, super light lager. It's going to be crisp, going to be refreshing, and all the characteristics you get out of that beer are just going to be the malt, and it's just going to be the hops.
You say light, and you can also, I mean,
yeah,
in color as well.
It's going to be light to the color.
Okay, yeah, that's easy.
And it's going to be light on the taste. It's going to be, yeah, I mean, it's 80 degrees outside. That's what you want to drink.
So wait a minute. This one's
a little darker.
These look a bit different.
Yeah, they are both lagers though. That's what you call a Schwarzbier or Schwarzbier. My German's not too good. Just means black beer.
Neither.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So if you try a stout later on, a stout's going to look the same, but that is also brewed with a lager yeast. So it's not going to have a lot of fruity characteristics. You're going to taste a little bit of roastiness from the darker malt.
That's right.
And maybe a kiss of hops, but it's still going to be clean.
Still very easy drinking.
Yes, still very easy drinking. Still very clean.
Not very hoppy.
No.
Clean. I guess when you say clean, you mean like easy on the taste buds. It's not very overpowering.
Yeah, it doesn't sit there and linger on your taste buds very long. You're not going to drink it and 20 minutes later saying, man, I still taste this. This is still just kind of hanging around.
This is a
Stein, mug, whatever you want to call it. This is pretty typically German. You're drinking a lager, it's going to be a lighter beer. Thicker glass, going to keep the beer colder a little bit longer, easier to hold on to. And honestly, the Steins, you think about the German beer halls, everyone's throwing it around, clinking stuff, hitting it, and honestly, it was basically built to last. Stout's generally going to be in the darker side of things, you know, pretty close to black, super dark brown, almost black.
This is a stout right here.
That's a big stout. It's an imperial stout. Imperial just means it's going to be a little bit heavier.
It looks heavy.
A little bit more alcohol.
It looks dark.
That's in the 9-10% alcohol range.
Roasty, hazelnutty.
Yeah, absolutely roasty. That one's got a little lactose in it, which is basically milk sugar, so it's a milk stout.
It tastes like chocolate milk.
Yeah, it's like I'd taste like that's like something to order at a coffee shop.
But it's thick. You said this is something you kind of want to sip on.
That's a sipper for me. That is, I'm sitting at home watching Netflix all night and I ain't leaving the couch. You know, 10%. That's gonna be all warm and fuzzy.
All right, so this looks very classy. What is that?
Snifter.
You sniff into.
Yeah, it gives you a good nose. That heavier beer, that's gonna go into here. If you like those beers a little bit warmer, so you can kind of put it in your hands like this. Get it warm, kind of swirl it around a little bit, kind of like brandy or scotch or something like that. But I wouldn't put down 4 or 5 of these in a night unless you got it right home.
Unless you're having one of those kinds of nights. This is a lot. Hopefully this is gonna up my profile from novice to somebody who maybe knows what he's drinking. John, thanks for your help.
Anytime, Christian.
Yeah,
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks a lot, brother.